Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, I have a question from Kim, who asks, what should we do about the friends and family members who became serious Trump followers? And you really demonstrated a level of racism we hadn't known was there or hadn't realized was so deep, or a level of cruelty. What should we do about them? What should we do? How do we get along with them? Do we avoid them? What do we do? Okay, because that has been hard, hasn't it? I mean, it's so shocking to me. People that you thought were actually really pretty nice people, and, they're posting stuff that's just cruel and bigoted and so selfish. I don't even know how else to say it. But, sort of like me first and only those who look like me first. That's it. It's just horrible stuff. Posting that on Facebook, talking to you, telling you, trying to argue with you. So what do we do? There's a lot of relationships that won't be the same. All right, Spirit. What is your advice, Spirit? Okay. I want to know too. Okay, 7 of coins. Well, of course, much of their action, their beliefs, their words have to do with them not feeling secure, not feeling like there's enough, not feeling unhappy with their own personal harvest. Yeah, I know. So many people have fallen right out of the middle class or fallen a peg down. Because, just all of the income inequality stuff, the corruption stuff that happens. And of course, they've been led to believe that they have less, or the problem is people of color, immigrants, what have you. I know, we know. It's not helping me to know that right now. I mean, I'm sorry. It just doesn't feel like an excuse to me. Spirit, help me. Okay, so what else? We have the 10 of coins. Yes, more on that. When families feel safe and secure, and like their children and grandchildren are going to be safe and secure and prosperous, we don't have these troubles. Okay, I keep being turned back to the root of the problem. Somebody like Trump and fascism in general can't gain ground unless there's some serious mistrust of the current government and sometimes serious economic problems for many of the people of a nation. Tom Hartman. I like Tom Hartman, you guys. He has a YouTube channel, Tom, Thom Hartman. And he's very informed. He's a very informed historian, actually. And he talks about the U.S.'s bouts with fascism and how they were preceded by a serious economic inequality or serious economic problems, especially for those who were more poor or middle class, working class. So I just hope the Biden administration understands that it won't be enough to address it where it is. There needs to be something deeper done so that the American people trust their government again, because that is where... Okay, yes, what was the other card? All right, well, slowly, we will be learning and moving into calmer seas. It's going to take a while, and it's going to take a lot of lessons. That, to me, gives me a little bit of hope that folks that, really do seem like Trump cultists are capable of learning, of having some of their beliefs reversed. And we have the press flying out too. We have the Queen of Swords. Yes, there will be a lot more press and a lot more information out there. That will help. Okay, that's good. In the meanwhile, what should we do? Page of Swords. You know what I take that to mean, you guys? I take this to mean that, well, for one thing, don't be impulsive and lashing out, right? Okay. But for another thing, I kind of take it to mean talk a little, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, hi, neighbor, and get in the car. Okay. All right. We have the high priestess. Okay. There are a lot of deep mysteries. You know, we're all shocked. I'm shocked at the people who are posting these things or saying these things. I'm shocked. Well, not at all of them, I got to tell you, but a lot of them. But the thing is, Spirit is saying with that high priestess, there are very deep reasons why they've gotten so messed up with the QAnon, with the conspiracy theories. I mean, many, yes, yes, yes. I've seen a pattern of a lot of women who, you know, are really actually caregivers and caretakers and, you know, maybe codependent in it, you know, but really kind of into taking care of people and being kind and all that. And they're some of the greatest champions for Trump. That's because they really have bought in to the conspiracy theories. You know, they really have bought into the idea that elite globalists who are satanic pedophiles are running the country, or running the Democratic Party, or, you know, they've really believed that. Yeah. So that's why. Some of them truly are under great misinformation. Some of them are going to churches where the pastors are reinforcing that misinformation. Okay. So there's that. We have the Eight of Coins. A lot of working people. Look at that guy's got rags on. You know, yeah, there again with the economic pressures. A lot of people's anger is coming out in this because they are desperate. They are feeling really trod upon. They are feeling really used and exploited in their work. Like this harvest is not going to be theirs. And they haven't thought it all through. Just passion leads them in that direction. I'm not talking about the domestic terrorists. That's not passion. That's, you know, criminality. I want to ask, are a lot of them, these very ardent Trump fans and supporters, are a lot of them against what happened at the Capitol riots, or not? Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords. Well, they don't trust media, really, unfortunately. But, you know, people have died. And even Fox is reporting on that. Spirit is trying to help them understand. It depends on who they're listening to, is what I'm getting with that Queen of Swords. What media are they listening to? Because some of them may be listening entirely to QAnon and Trump media, really, as Trump calls it, Trump media. No longer Fox News. Maybe Hannity and Carlson, I don't know. Maybe some of Fox News, but Trump media. And so they're not believing it. They're not swayed by it. And they're thinking, yeah, it's fine that happened. They're not understanding what happened there. They are thinking people were just simply passionate. They're seeing it through the wrong lens. So that's telling me a good portion of them are like, yay, the day is coming. The storm, everything's going to be changed. Four of Swords. But even they have registered in their minds, maybe I should retreat some. Not be so outspoken about this stuff. People are getting in trouble. A lot of Trump supporters, they are not interested in getting in trouble. They are not interested in going to jail. They are not interested in even getting a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? They're upset with the way things are, but that doesn't mean they're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So that means it depends on who they're listening to. Your friend or loved one, the ones who have not been convinced by what happened at the Capitol building to at least quiet down, at least kind of reconsider, that's because they're listening to a bunch of propaganda and propaganda only. Okay, well, I've gotten a lot of cards that to me is Spirit trying to help us to understand what's going on with them. And perhaps, yes, then be a little more compassionate. Listen to me. I don't obviously want to be compassionate right now, do I? Oh, God. Okay. Well, okay. So Spirit, what should we do if we're really kind of angry? We're really kind of upset and we're angry and we're disappointed. What should we do with that? Pregnant with the possibility. Okay, we have the Empress. We have the Magician. We have the Lover's card. Okay. This is what I'm hearing. Spirit is going to be trying to help, to bring truth, to bring change of hearts. Don't cross them off. Don't completely dismiss them as never going to change kind of thing. Okay? And there's great possibility that there could be some change and growth, and there will be. But that Lover's card, see, that to me sometimes feels like a spiritual love. Maybe we have to ask for help from Spirit. The love that we can have for people from whom we expect nothing in return. I frequently think even Jesus said he wasn't really in favor of trusting himself to others, meaning he wasn't going to trust that they could be more than they were. He wasn't going to trust they could provide more than they could. He wasn't going to trust that he could trust him. But he loved him anyway. It's sort of like that real God love, that real Spirit love. We need to ask for that for them. But it doesn't mean that we don't see their limitations. It doesn't mean we have to lie to ourselves about weaknesses in their character that we've seen here. True motivations that they have. Although Spirit is cautioning me, don't be so sure that you understand that they must be very self-centered people. Don't be so sure of it. Because it really may have a lot to do with what they're hearing, okay? It may be, yes, they become very self-centered people when they're getting all this fear pumped into them that the whole country's about to fall to a bunch of Satanists that will sacrifice their children. You know what I mean? Okay. That people do tend to become very self-centered if they really do believe that stuff. Okay, so, all right. So take it all in context. But I guess we need to remember that we can love people and still not trust ourselves to them. That's okay. Because as much as possible, we do need to be looking to Source as well for that kind of love and strength. Not to say we don't need other people. We do. Anything else, Spirit? Ten of Swords, the Moon. Yeah, listen to Spirit. Listen to your intuition. Spirit will bless you with intuition about how to deal with each of these. Oh, that comes in from something else I heard earlier in the reading, that there is no blanket answer to this. How should we deal with them? It really depends upon you and that particular relationship and all of that. It really depends upon all of that context. So we do need our intuition to guide us. And finding common ground. There we go. The Two of Cups is these two are in equal settings. They agree on something, finding common ground. Stick with that. I don't see anything that suggests we should engage in argument with them. Ten of Swords. Yeah, no, argument is just going to leave everybody, it's going to leave you feeling betrayed. But we are on a gradual journey as a people, learning more with these hard lessons, and hopefully that will be coming. Yeah, that will take us to better shores. It'll help. All right, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a new era coming in. Yeah, I'm just seeing sort of visions of some people who are ardent Trump supporters, very fearful, very angry, realizing, you know, a few years into Biden's administration, or a year and 2 years in, oh, when the libs are in charge, the libs, you know, they call them, the libs are in charge, they don't seem to be interested in getting back at us. They don't seem to be interested in vengeance. They don't seem to be interested in unfairness. So, yeah, I feel like we can't expect people to magically change, but there will be more learning that's happening gradually. All right, for most of them. Okay. All right. Well, I thank you for going along with me on my exploration of that topic for my own sake as well, as much as it is for anybody who wonders about it out there. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.